Here we've got the new OVR Jump system, as you can see right there. This is the new jumping system that uses lasers to measure jump height, ground contact time, and RSI. As we open the box, just like that, we'll be greeted with the devices themselves. So we're going to have the long bar receiver here, and the short bar sender here, and then some accessories. So let's get those out of the way now. This is going to be your carrying case. So just like that, drawstring on there, and it'll fit your bars perfectly in there to carry them around and store them. You're going to have your charging cable, your OVR sticker, and then some information cards, including how to download our app and the user manual to help you set up the device. So now we're going to pull out the 2 bars we need. Get this packaging out of the way. So here we're going to have our long bar receiver, our short bar. What's going to happen is this short bar is going to send lasers out of it, invisible lasers that is. It's going to hit the receiver, and then when your foot goes in front of it and when you jump, it's going to measure when you're in the way, when you're in the air, and give you your data. So starting with the sender slide switch on the left side, as we turn this on, you're going to see a light pop up. Red's going to mean it's low on battery. Green's going to mean it's just about fully charged, and it'll slowly change color depending on how much battery's left. On the right side, we're going to see a charging port with USB-C, and we're going to see a charging LED that's going to be red when it's charging and green when it's fully charged. Similarly here, on the left side, we're going to see a slide switch to turn the device on. It's going to turn on. On the right, we're going to see another USB port with that charging LED as well. With the long bar, you're going to have your screen in the middle where you see all your data. We're going to have 2 buttons, and then we're going to have these 2 status LEDs, which are very important. So red right here is going to mean it's not receiving any signal, and that's where this is going to come in. So to make this green, I'm going to basically pull this far back out of frame. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to shoot these lasers so that they can reach into all receivers in there, and it's going to light up green to tell me it's seeing the full signal. So as I pull it back, you're going to see it's now turning green. That means we're basically ready to jump. We're ready to step in there. Think of my hand as a foot here. So if I'm standing in the way, you can see they turned red to see that you're present and to see that you're blocking the lasers. And when you jump, it's going to go green, then red, and give you your number. So as you can see here, 28 inches. So as you jump, the number pops up right away, giving you that instant feedback to increase intensity and want to outperform. And you can just keep going. It'll keep reading. You can do continuous jumps, and it'll flash those numbers up there right away and give you that feedback. With these buttons, you can filter through the reps to see all your last jumps if you missed them. In the top left, we're going to see a rest timer, which is going to reset every jump and let you know how long it's been since your last jump. So I'm now going to turn off this sender here, and then we're going to go through the settings. Now at any time, if you want to reset your data, you can click both buttons quickly, and you will see that the numbers disappear and it's all reset. To get to the settings, we're going to hold both buttons for about a half second and then release them, and you're going to see the settings pop up here where we can change the mode and a couple other things. So first we can see mode. So we have regular, RSI, and ground contact time. Regular is going to be just jump height. RSI is going to be if you're starting outside the lasers, dropping off a box, hitting the ground, then jumping and landing back in the lasers. It's going to give you your RSI, your jump height, and your ground contact time. And then ground contact time is for when you're starting outside the lasers, jumping into the lasers, then jumping out. It's going to tell you how long you're on the ground for. Super useful for things like hurdle hops. RSI view on here. If you are in RSI mode, you can change which number shows up in the middle for that big bolded number between height, RSI, and ground contact time. Tether mode is for when you can link multiple of these receivers together, so you can get 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, even 6 feet of laser width, and make sure you never miss a jump with approach jumps or anything you might need more space for. When we turn that on, we can turn on the home unit, the link unit, change that channel, check out another video to see how to set up tether mode. Channel is going to be for tether mode, so if we have multiple tethers set up, we can change what channel this one's on to make sure they don't interfere. And then we can turn that timer on, off, and then change our units from inches to centimeters depending on our preference. So we're going to check out RSI mode here. I'm going to pull this sender back, get those green LEDs, and then if I act like my hand's a foot again, I can drop in and out, and you can see those numbers pop up. So we're going to get ground contact time, jump height, and RSI, and we can just continue doing this and continue getting our numbers flashing up. Now we're going to check out ground contact time. So in ground contact time, all I'm going to do is go in and out, and it's going to tell me how long I was in the lasers for, how long I was on the ground for, see how quickly we can get off the ground and maybe jump the same height or get over a hurdle, and we can measure that down to the millisecond, just like that. These devices are made from an aluminum shell, and then we have our receiving panel right here, and then our end caps are holding our charging ports, our slide switches, so the device is nice and durable and will hold up if an athlete jumps on it, falls on it, drops it, things like that.